The story of computers. Thousands of years ago, before people had numbers, they needed ways to count. They used fingers, sticks, and even stones. But as trade in cities grew, they needed better methods. The first real counting tool was the abacus, created around 2,500 years ago. It had beads that moved on a wooden frame. People could add, subtract, and even multiply with it. This simple tool helped merchants, traders, and students. But the abacus was just the beginning. People wanted machines that could think and solve problems by themselves. In the 1600s, some great inventors built the first machines to help with calculations. Blaise Pascal, a French mathematician, made a machine with gears. It could add and subtract numbers. A few years later, Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz, a German scientist, improved the design. His machine could also multiply. These machines were useful, but they had a problem. They could only do one job at a time. People began to wonder, could a machine follow instructions and do many things? In the early 1800s, an English mathematician named Charles Babbage had a big idea. He wanted to build a machine that could store numbers, follow instructions, and solve many types of problems. He designed the analytical engine, which had parts like today's computers: a processor, memory, and a way to print answers. It was a brilliant idea. A woman named Ada Lovelace saw its true potential. She wrote instructions for the machine. This made her the world's first computer programmer. But there was one big problem: technology was not advanced enough to build it. Babbage's idea had to wait. By the early 1900s, people needed faster ways to process information. Then, during World War II, scientists built machines to help in war. One of the most famous was Colossus, made in Britain. It helped break German secret codes. A mathematician named Alan Turing played a key role in this. His work changed history. At the same time, in the U.S., scientists created ENIAC, the first general-purpose electronic computer. It was huge, the size of a room. It had thousands of wires and blinking lights. Even though it was slow by today's standards, it was much faster than a human. Computers were no longer just ideas, they were real. Early computers were too big, expensive, and difficult to use. They had vacuum tubes, which got very hot and broke easily. Then, in 1947, three scientists, John Bardeen, William Shockley, and Walter Brattain, invented the transistor. This small device replaced vacuum tubes, making computers smaller, cheaper, and more reliable. In 1958, another breakthrough came: the microchip. This tiny piece of technology allowed computers to process information much faster. Now, computers could fit on a desk instead of filling an entire room. Before the 1970s, only governments, universities, and big businesses used computers. But that was about to change. In 1976, two young inventors, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, built a small computer in a garage. They called it the Apple I. It wasn't powerful, but it proved that computers could be used at home. Then, in 1981, a large company named IBM created the IBM PC. At the same time, a young man named Bill Gates and his company Microsoft built an operating system called MS-DOS for IBM computers. Later, they created Windows, which used icons and a mouse to make computers easier to use. Soon, computers were everywhere in schools, offices, and homes. By the 1990s, computers were powerful, but something was missing: connection. A scientist named Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web in 1991. Now, computers could share information across the world. This started the Internet revolution. People could send emails, search for information, and visit websites. New companies like Google, Amazon, and Facebook changed the way people worked, shopped, and communicated. Computers were no longer just tools. They became a part of daily life. Today, computers are smarter than ever. Thanks to artificial intelligence, AI, computers can recognize faces, translate languages, and even drive cars. AI assistants like Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant can answer questions, play music, and help people with daily tasks. AI is also used in medicine, business, and science. But AI is still growing. Some scientists believe that one day AI will think like a human. Others believe that humans and AI will work together. The question is, how smart will AI become? What will computers look like in 50 years? Scientists are working on quantum computers, which could be millions of times faster than today's computers. Others believe that one day we will control computers with our thoughts. Some think AI will be as smart as humans or even smarter. No one knows exactly what the future will bring, but one thing is certain: computers will continue to change the world. From simple counting tools to powerful AI, computers have come a long way. They have changed how we live, work, and connect with the world. But the journey is not over. The future of computers is full of exciting possibilities. Will AI become as smart as humans? Will we one day control computers with just our thoughts? No one knows for sure, but one thing is certain: technology will continue to shape our world. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this story, like, follow, and subscribe to English Audio Cafe for more exciting stories.